Today's song is from Sound of Music, my favorite things. By the time I click, I need to connect to Kutus, Vaishak. Let's.
Skies full of stars, raindrops on roses, whiskers on kittens, like copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings.
Okay, we'll wait for a few more minutes. Hi, Vaishak.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I've just actually returned from work a little while ago.
You had office today, Saturday छुट्टी नहीं?
No, I had actually some work. हाँ तो मैं गया था आज.
Okay. So you can hear me, right? Voice आ रही है ना?
Yeah, I can. And congratulations on your book. I read a few pages. I
Thank you
have
so
ordered it, but I haven't received it so far. Amazon will deliver later.
वो थोड़ा टाइम लगता है 2-3 दिन लगते हैं इट्स अगेन छुट्टी टाइम ना इट्स अ लॉन्ग वीकेंड एज वेल
Yeah, yeah.
So I was playing this song called my favorite things from what you call Sound of Music, and this is my go-to song when I'm faced with failures, which is our topic of discussion today.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it. I think we'll have to wait for another one. I'll play a song for 1 minute more then.
While geese fly with the moon on their wings, these are a few of my favorite things.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bees sting, when I'm feeling sad. Simply remember my favorite things, and then I go feeling.
So last 3 lines, what it says is that whenever the girl is feeling sad, she remembers all the favorite things, and then she doesn't feel bad.
That's beautiful.
So that's the 2-3 lines which is there, which is very from when I was growing up, when I was in school. I had watched this movie in school basically. First time जब वो हमारे time में वो VCR होता था. So we used to have an audio visual room in school. So they used to play one of the movies there on a Friday, and as class wise we used to go and watch it. So this was the first movie which we saw in school. So from there I picked up that song, and it is still with me till now. It's a beautiful movie. Basically. So yeah, let's start. So let me welcome everybody. Welcome everyone to our show. This is our 24th episode of Copy Per Session. Almost 6 months now, and it is second last episode of Copy Per Session. This is a Nimittam initiative. So Vaishak, I'll give you a little background about Nimittam also. I'm a founder of Nimittam. It is a social cause basically we're looking at, and it's like having life skill workshop for youngsters. So we want youngsters to be able to learn these life skills, and they should be able to cope up with hardships in life. For example, whether it's failure in an exam or anything, whatever comes up difficulty in their life, they should be able to face it and move ahead in life. So that's the main agenda of Nimittam. And what we're doing is we're having this chat show sessions, that is Kapi Poa sessions, wherein we are asking people from my own life. They've come onto the show, they've shared their experiences, and we're taking these stories into those workshops as well as into my next book, which is on life skills. So that's the journey of these chat shows and Nimittam so far. And today's guest is Vaishak Nair. He's a graduate and he's on his way to become a chartered accountant. And the topic for a discussion today is bouncing back from failure. I am also a chartered accountant, so it's good to have another person, a future CA, with us who will share his insight as well. So
Hi.
let me hand it over to Vaishak to say hi to you all.
So hi guys, I'm Vaishak. I am currently pursuing chartered accountancy. I have almost completed my articleship as well. So yeah, that's I have a temp due in May, so I'm running short of time for my exam.
Okay, so you have your exams attempt in May.
Yeah, next month.
Okay, so on chutti or not taken leave still now in from office?
My articleship is anyway over in next couple of weeks, so I'm thinking about finishing it first and then I could take.
Yeah, that's good. At least then you will be relieved to study then.
Yeah, really from the office.
So you have both groups this time? Normal typical CA
No.
questions I'm asking is, do you have both groups to give this time?
No, since there's a shortage of time, I barely have like a month or so for the exam, so will be giving singles only. Probably next month will be in November.
So why should take us through your journey of growing up in Noida? So you stay in Sector 71, right, in Noida? So how was your growing
Yeah.
up years, schooling, like Assisi Convent School and stuff? Just take us through your journey.
So, as growing up, I was this kid who always wanted to excel in things. I was
Hmm.
really competitive, and I was academically. I was not good in sports. I was
Hmm.
very bad in sports. Last one. So I was good in academics, and I was always excelled in school as well. Um, but the thing is, what it always drove me was the fear of failure.
Hmm.
So the more I was scared to fail, the more hard efforts I put in.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
feel, growing up, I was little nervous, very anxious about, you know, facing failure. I was never prepared for it. Nobody told me that it's okay. I always wanted to be on top, and I thought anything less than that, I couldn't settle for that. So I
Hmm.
was competitive. I was good in academics. So there's that, and I was not good at sports.
Hmm. So
So
you can't be good at everything, no? Sometimes you have to be good. If you're academically good, then something other suffers, right? That normally happens.
yeah, no, I always really wanted to be a good sports person. I tried and realized that that's not my place for sure.
Hmm. So you did your schooling from SSC and then did your graduation from any college or you did a correspondence, BCom honors or something?
Correspondence, correspondence.
Correspondence. Okay. So how was your experience in the degree front? I mean, you didn't have to go to college, but how did you manage your correspondence studies? Did you interact with your students, the other students as well?
Correspondence was never really a pain, for you're dealing with CA, chartered accounting exams. So over the time you get prepared for things, and for something like correspondence exam, it usually came with experience, and all you had to do is just day before exam, you just go through the books and read the past year's questions, and you will be ready for the exam. It was a bit of a challenge for me,
Hmm.
so I never really needed to interact with anybody for that. I just came through with it.
Hmm. Yeah, because I think subjects are similar, so it's much more overlapping subjects, so it's easier to clear your
Yeah,
graduation
overlapping,
degree
yeah,
exam.
and relatively much easier.
Yeah, yeah.
That
So
that is
what
not very
me?
much easier.
Yeah, so you were good at academics. Why did you choose commerce, and how did CA happen to, I mean, be a choice for you for a career perspective?
Yeah, so choosing CA wasn't something I always thought of. Uh, it was more circumstantial.
Hmm.
I was good academics. I chose commerce because I knew that I probably didn't want to do engineering for sure,
Hmm.
or go to medical. So I decided commerce. And going forward, I realized I wanted to do something which is professional and more respectable, which
Hmm.
is more than just graduation, because I
Hmm.
realized that graduation wasn't enough to take me through.
Hmm.
But everybody told me that it is very difficult and I shouldn't do it, and I would not do it. So
Hmm.
the more people challenged me, and so more I was enthusiastic about that. I want to do this because if it's
Hmm.
so hard to get, it would be fun to do it.
Hmm. So what are your
So
aspirations? I mean, you took up CA now, so what are your next
yeah.
aspirations? Getting into practice,
So
getting into a
So, since my article it specializes in just one field, I realized that I couldn't probably start in practice. It's not much viable for me. I will probably go with um, employment employment opportunity in some big, definitely in the profession. I want to remain professional in itself. Maybe transfer pricing in some big chartered accountancy firm.
hmm.
So yeah, that's the plan.
Hmm. So I think you were scared of failures. You mentioned so in CA, the first step is there's no guarantee. The entry to a CA
Yeah.
is surety, but exit from a CA as a CA is never a guarantee. To clear your exams, and it happens every 6 months. So how do you deal with failures? So coming
Yeah.
from that
So
back mindset.
So when I signed up for CA, I knew that it's definitely not going to be easy because so many people failed and there was a reason why many people couldn't do it. So I wasn't delusional about it. I knew that what I was signing up for. But the saying it that in my mind is way much more easier than actually facing it. The first time I faced failure, my reaction was to shut myself. I started blaming myself and pitying myself. I shut myself for about like for a long time, like 4 months, 3 months, 4 5 months. I had no interaction with anybody, just in my people in my house. That's it. A phone, barely anyone called me. I never interact with anybody. Just a couple of like 2 3 people who were really concerned about me called me. Otherwise, even my neighbors didn't know that I was still at home or something. I just was just locked up in this place. So, and I thought I was doing myself good because I thought this way I would be more dedicated to my studies and this time I would be able to pass. But I never really considered that, it might affect my mind, that how I think, and it would might make me more reserved as a person because I have been sitting just one room. That's it. On my interaction is with phone and only messages, no call. I would not attend any calls. So I didn't realize probably that I said that I knew that I might fail and it will not be a bed of roses, that I started it and I will make it through the end of it. But when I actually realized that it is happening to me, that I will not be completing CA in that timeline, that pretty much came as a shock, and I didn't know what to do. And self pitying and blaming myself seemed to be much more easier than accepting my mistakes. So then I decided that, and this time in final, that time I managed to pass. Although my strategy wasn't really good, but I still managed to pass it somehow. And in final, this time when it happened, I know what I had to do and what I had done wrong in the past, and that I'm not gonna take it over my life. It is just a part of me, not my entire life. I cannot blame myself or pity myself. I accept that I had done few things wrong and I might have to work on them. But locking myself in and shutting myself from the world is not really gonna do me any good, and it might actually deteriorate a personality. So I might end up passing my exams that way, but I would lose myself. So I don't want to do that. So I want somehow that I realize that there has to be balance. You cannot let it overtake you. You cannot take success to your head or failure to your heart.
Absolutely.
You have to understand that whatever happened has happened, and you have to move on. Life doesn't stop. It wouldn't wait for you to get up and just pick yourself up. You have to move on, and feeling pity for you is not something that would make you any better. So I decided to work on myself and accept what has come on my way, and that everybody has a different journey. Destination might be the same, but everybody has a different journey to it, and my journey would not be the same as anybody else's. So if I go and compare it and feel anxious, or I feel anxious earlier that I might fail, I don't want to face anybody, I don't want to meet anybody, how will I tell them? But I realized that it's okay to fail and it's okay to get up. Nobody's going to judge you because everybody at their phase, one or the other phase of life, has dealt with it or will deal with it. If they're judging you now, they will be there tomorrow in that position.
So I'll tell you, so I have, being a CA, I have failed in my foundation, I failed in my inter, I failed in my final as well. So it's nothing new. And probably when you're in 11th, 12th, if you've taken commerce and maths and all, maths is not easy for 11th and all, especially 9th and 11th.
Yeah.
There are chances that you fail there as well. So probably my mentor was my father. So he was always there. If you fail again, it's okay. This next time. He's always looked forward for it. अरे अगली बार कर लेना, एक साल के बाद exam आ रहा है. 11th when I failed in maths, he said, and I used to take tuitions at that point of time. So it was very embarrassing for me that kids are coming in for tuitions for maths and I failed in maths. Huh? So my father would say, "Koi nahi, कोई नहीं, it is good now. You can tell them what you are also realizing what failure means basically. And now when you clear it up, 12th तो आगे है, 1 साल के बाद है, you definitely clear it up. So I got distinction at that point of time. I took a crash course of maths. I cleared maths. Then foundation, I lost it by very marginal numbers. But again, I had to write my foundation. But the best part is, CAs, you have your exam every 6 months. That is it. So
Yeah.
what the firm where I was doing my articleship, I mean, thanks to that sir, I'm still in this profession of finance, because whatever I've learned in my career, I mean, from a professional perspective, it's from Dilip Sachdeva Associates firm. I mean, my sir's name is Dilip Sachdeva. Dilip is the one who's taught me everything. So there's no shortcut. He used to say, if you fail at something, what do you say? You are not there yet. It's not that you don't know anything. It just means उधर 100 चाहिए, you're just 80% there. So it's okay. Prepare next. So if you tell them that यार इस बार निकला नहीं, so कोई बात नहीं, अगली बार निकलेगा, तैयारी करो, लग जाओ अभी से. So he will never give you a space to sit down and like look at yourself, say self pity तो है ही नहीं. तो मालूम है कि तुम तैयार नहीं हो, अगली बार करते रहो. So that's how I handled failure as such. But not only from a CA perspective, otherwise also whenever failure happens, for example, sometimes you have money crunches, you can't do something what you want to do, what others are doing. So that's also, you feel bad about it. So I told you, these 4 lines from this song. Look at your favorite things in life. That mood the mood changes from the sad to good mood, and then everything is fine. Then you don't realize that you're missing something in life. So that's how you change your perspective towards life. So even now, even in my offices, even though I'm at a senior level now, wherever I see failure, I just remind myself, ठीक है, गलती हो गई, you're not there yet. What is the learning from this? Then move on. And now to hold on to failure. That's the main thing, because you lose out time. Already if you're failed at something, you're already failed at something. And with self-pity and thinking about कि you're not, it's better है कि work on it, so that you use that time. So that's how I move on in life, in wherever I'm get stuck or anything. And also बोलते हैं ना, failure is a क्या कहते हैं first attempt at learning. That's also there.
Stepping stone.
And and CA में भी बोलते हैं come again. It's just a matter of 6 months. दोबारा पेपर आ ही जाएगा. So that's how I have been dealing with failures, because CA की लाइफ में failures तो बहुत आते हैं, हर जगह से आते हैं. Not only exams, with clients also, because you deal with so many things. So everywhere there's a chances. If बोल के चला जाएगा तो you can't feel, because when you're in school, when you're with your family and all, you're very protected. But when you suddenly come and clear your foundation and you come to articleship and you do deal with a lot of things, there's a lot of pressure from all angles. Exam भी clear करो, client से problem नहीं आना चाहिए, to ensure everything right. But sometimes you are not able to meet all the expectations everywhere. So that time you should not be you should not be blaming yourself for that. You should take it one day at a time, basically. So you were telling me you were good at academics. What are your hobbies? I think you read and listen to music as well, or what are your hobbies basically?
Yeah, I like watching movies. Lot of Netflix these days. And I like cooking, but cooking is not something I really like doing for the sake of doing it. I like it when I'm hungry and was craving something, and during this restrictions, lockdown and all, I had to get myself something to eat, because when I have cravings, I have want to eat that thing. So I ended up cooking, and it turned out that I was good at it actually. So I started enjoying it more. But even now I cook only when I'm really hungry. I really want to eat something and that I couldn't get. So yeah, cooking is that something for me. I also like reading books. It's something I discovered very recently. I thought of myself not a person who could, go through a novel. Like, I thought I had basically very short attention span. I could never get through the novel or something. But someone encouraged me, and I feel really glad that I did start a novel, because now I've completed over 4 novels. I've completed them. And over just the time I get in the metro, traveling, I just open up a book and start reading it. So I really like that as well. I like watching movies and documentaries. I like documentaries more. Documentaries more like, about war and politics. I really like them. I have in the lockdown I have discovered more of myself, because otherwise when you go into office you don't get time to discover yourself. What do you like? What do you like? Could you do in pastime? I realized I like gardening as well. I did grow a couple of vegetables in the lockdown, although my plants might be dying now that restrictions are over. But I guess something that I could try when I get more leisure time. I would figure it out, and I realized that it's important to have something to distract you because this can be so involving that there's so much overwhelming that might end up in this whirl of studying and office studying. You really need a distraction. You really need something to ultimately come home to something that kind of distracts you from everything.
So yeah, so you should come to our place, which is a Vipin. It's an island. So I keep telling whoever comes on the show, just do come in when I see their hobbies. So you like organic farming. My mother is into organic gardening and stuff like that, and so we have all organic vegetables and veggies and fruits and everything. So we
Yeah,
don't buy
absolutely.
vegetables from outside. Even spring onions are there. Your or ginger is there. Chilies are there. So everything is there. I mean, in this house, you do not have to go out and buy anything apart from your grains. So if you come here, you will enjoy, and she will also get a help. Somebody who will love to do all those things because my parents, both my parents, I mean father and mother, both of them, they talk to the plants as well. They talk to the trees as well. So they
Yeah,
think.
I thought only I did it.
No, my parents do it, and they think that these plants and trees are their children, and they feel that I don't give them much time, so at least these plants are giving them time, so they talk to them very regularly. So I am not into gardening as of now. I do so in between, but not much into it. So my father has left a diary for me that whenever in future, if I want to get into gardening, all tips and everything is there. That book is there. That diary in which plant when it needs to be sowed and stuff like that. Everything is there. He's taken some things are written in Malayalam, some are in English, but he's kept it for me that kabhi man karega retirement life may that I want to grow my own food, then I can do it. So I do help Amma for all those things, but I don't get time basically. So, but now next week it's the last chat show, and then probably I should be able to take out some time for my mother as well for these things. So, what are your favorite movies? You said documentaries. So, what are those? Can you name some of them?
To name, I don't remember the name. The documentary is more shot by professional news channels. I watch Al Jazeera and Asia CNN. They have documentaries based
Yeah.
on Middle East and politics. So I really like that.
Mm.
So I don't remember specifically name, but any documentary that's based on Middle East war politics, I really like them. I'm very obsessed with them. I could watch hours and hours of it.
So you have your stress busters, huh? I mean, cooking,
Yeah,
organic
I
farm,
do. I do.
gardening and
I
stuff.
also realized that these days, uh, that in the lockdown, especially that I really like dogs. Stray dogs. I would feed them. I would nurse them. Even now, I just got a call that one of the dogs that I had admitted with an NGO, with a dog with an injury, could be released, and he might be released today. So I really like looking after dogs.
Hmm.
So this is time
That's
that
good.
this thing I realized during lockdown that we might do stuff and we might should take care of things around us as well.
So what's your life mantra which you follow in life?
So the life mantra. So there's a quote by Shah Rukh Khan. It says, "If it's not happy, it's not the end." So this is constantly something I remind myself that if it's not happy, it's not the end. This is not supposed to how it's supposed to end. Uh, I will just make things happen. Just make things happen the way you thought it to be. Just don't give it up. That accept it that this is
I
it.
think
That's it. Can you hear me?
I can't hear. Hmm. I think network issue हो रहा है अभी. Just repeat that quote because we couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
the
think
quote is by. Can you? Yeah, so the quote is by Shah Rukh Khan. He said in an interview a couple of years ago, like when I was a child, I heard it. Some random interview. He said, "If it's not happy, it's not the end."
Okay.
So if it's not the way you thought it, the things should end. Just make it happen. Just make it the way you want it to end. If it's not ended that way, it's not the end. It's just still going on. Just a phase of it. It will move on, but you have to make it work and reach the place that you destination that you always thought, you always imagined in your mind. That is the end, and that I will be happy. That's something I has always stuck with me, and that I always remind myself whenever I am things don't go according to me, and I feel that that's it. This is something that I always remind myself.
So, do you feel that failure is an opposite of success?
I don't feel.
So, yeah, we lost you in between. Now
Uh,
it's. So, I was asking that do you think that failure is an opposite of success?
no, yeah, it's just a part of it. It's a
Yeah,
journey. So
it's a
success
journey.
is not a straight path that you think that you started it and you'll end up there.
Hmm.
There it will be twists and curvy and ups and downs will be there, and failure is just a part of it. If you think that at the end of it, I mean that's the journey and you should go back, then you don't know that this is just a lapse and it might be the last lap, and you might be just a foot away from success. So
Hmm.
never look at it as something that this is the end. Never,
India.
yeah, accept it as a lapse, but don't think of something that's the end.
So I was telling you that we do our plan is to do life skill workshops. So according to you, which is an important life skill which is one needs?
So something I think the youth these days struggles, not just me but everybody, is self-recognition, self-realization, who they are, and they should accept themselves, especially in times of social media when you judge yourself with all the numbers and followers, likes, and if you seek validation from them, and some people just their identity comes from them. If it's not on the social media, they just won't accept themselves. So
Hmm.
you have to realize that whatever someone puts on a social media platform is only that part that they want others to see. That's not their life. So if you think that everybody is living the best of their life based on the social media, it's not that. Nobody will put their hard work or the struggles on social media. It will always be the best of their time. So everybody goes to that, and if you uh, or if you start, people start to judge themselves on the basis of what social media perceives them to be.
Hmm.
So you have to realize that it's not not your identity. Your identity is within you, and you have to realize that you have to recognize yourself, not recognize yourself through social media or through what others see you or how others look at you.
Hmm.
That's I feel some everybody gives their struggles with. I struggled with myself personally. Now I don't. I feel that everybody could use it.
Hmm. So even I want to ask you a question that what is your advice to youngsters who want to follow CA? So right now if they want to follow CA and they're very reluctant to pick up CA because they fear of failure.
Yeah.
So for to those people who want to pick up CA as a profession and also be prepared that if it doesn't happen in this attempt, it will happen in the next attempt. They have to have that mindset. So what is your advice to them then?
Yeah. First of all, when you should step in, you should never be delusional. You should know that what are you signing up for. It might not be a straight, smooth path or bed of roses. You have to deal with failures. It's not just in the exam that you have to deal with failure. Failures come in life in any form that you have to
Hmm.
deal with it.
Hmm.
If you choose this and you might face failure, that it only prepares you for what comes next in life.
Hmm.
So if I feel that people need to not run away from failure, something that that will just mean the end of it. People should accept it, like it will happen in life sooner or later. It might happen in your personal life, professional life, anywhere.
Hmm.
So it only prepares you in the mind. An exam failure also prepares you in the mind that you get stronger.
Hmm.
You know what you want to do. You are more confident to
Hmm.
what you want to achieve. So running away from failure, or running away with the fear of failure, it should not be a thing. Even I said that I had a my fear of failure was something that drove me in school or when I was young. I feel that something really wrong with it there, because fear of failure should be something that should be driving you. It should be the motivation of achieving what you wanted. So if you're scared of failure, then there's no place, because ultimately you have to deal with it. It's not in CA, it might be somewhere else. But you have to prepare for it, and don't be delusional that you will be able to make it. And it's going to be so easy, because it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be easy.
So कहते हैं ना कि best teacher is the experience you've learned from your failures.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
जितने भी लोग आगे बढ़े हैं, so I know a lot of people who did startups, who tried out a lot of things, they failed, and they say come and tell you that they failed, but actually they at least tried. There are a lot of people who are doing this monotonous life. At least you try something, and it's good to fail. That's what it's just a trying. It shows a sign that you're trying something which others are not trying, or which is new to you. Basically, that's how it should be. So how has been the lockdown for you guys in Noida?
So in Noida, it's not as bad as Delhi, but it's still very stringent. There's fine and all, but for me, it was some period. See, for me, first of all, it was exam leave time, so I anyway had to stay at home. For me, it didn't make much of a difference. But in a way that I started looking at things differently now. I started realizing that things around us need care as well. We be just people around us, people whom we see daily, like a security guard or cobbler, or a simple mailman, everybody, or even the animals near you. They lockdown change a perception towards them. You have to take care of things around you. You cannot be self-involved and just think that you have all the problems of life, and that's it. So change my perception around things.
So let me check if there are any people. I think your friends have joined. Shubham, Akshay Agarwal, they're all your friends.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So I think they've joined. I'm just looking at if there are any question or something. So there were a lot of your friends had joined in earlier, and
Yeah.
so they must be wanting to know what are you going to speak about and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
don't know.
did tell them, tell a couple of
So
them.
yeah, so hi from both of us, Akshay and Shubham. So it was good. It was my pleasure to have you on our show. So I've seen you growing up, basically, from a little child when you were born, basically
Yeah.
when you were our neighbor, and now a budding future CA. So probably when we meet next, by that time
Hopefully.
you'll be a qualified chartered accountant, and we'll be glad to
Hopefully.
meet another chartered accountant at that point of time. See all the very best for your exams, which are coming up in May
Thank
and all.
you.
So.
Thank you.
So prepare well for that. And thank
Congratulations
you
on you
guys.
both again.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching us. I hope you had a great time listening to our stories and little examples of bouncing back from failure, basically. So we can give you examples from our own life, because both of us have gone through that failure, and it's just a part of success. It's nothing big deal about it. Just chill and relax. It will happen. Whatever you're looking forward for, that will happen. Follow your dreams. That's what I can say. And bye for now. We'll be catching up for our next episode, which is the last episode of Kafi First Session, which is the 25th episode. And then after that, I'll be taking a break from the season 1, and the season 2 will be on much more different topics, which were not the way which we did season 1. So looking forward for that as well. Thanks everyone for watching us. Thanks Vaishak for coming into the show.
My pleasure.
Yeah, enjoy your weekend as well. Long weekend for us, but I think you just got a Sunday for yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Enjoy your weekend as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take
Bye.
care.